Dear students, in today's class we are going to start with a new concept, that is a generating set of a subspace. So let us begin. As the definition says that it is a generating set of a subspace. So remember that subspace is nothing but a vector space again. So you can treat it as just a definition of generating set of a vector space. Still that is fine, right? Now let us try to understand what do you mean by generating set first, and then we will come towards the definition. So in order to understand it, we will think of one example of a vector space and its subspace. So let us take our vector space to be R2 and let me take it subspace as the line y is equal to x. Now we already know that the line passing through origin is a subspace of R2. So I am taking that line to be y is equal to x and I am calling it as W. So actually my set W is nothing but set of all x comma x such that x belongs to R. Maybe I will shift it over here on this side. Yeah, much better. Now what do you mean by generating set actually? So the meaning is you should be able to find some elements of W. With the help of that elements you will be able to get each and every element of W. I hope you are getting my statement. So the question is, which are that elements of W? And finding that or guessing that in this case is easy, because if I take x out, what will be left out inside? 1 comma 1 such that x belongs to R. So this 1 comma 1 vector is special to us because if you observe, let me put it in one set. Yeah. So if you multiply this 1 comma 1 by certain number, you will be able to get any element of W that you want. Suppose now elements of W are nothing but what? The elements of the type x comma x. So let us think of one element of W that comes in my mind is, let us say 3 by 2, 3 by 2. So with the help of this vector 1 comma 1, I will be able to get this vector 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2. How? Simply I will multiply it by 3 by 2. So if I multiply this vector by 3 by 2, I will get this vector. Okay, this is the meaning. And not only this vector, I will be able to get any element of W. So let us say I want 1 lakh comma 1 lakh. So I can get it with the help of this element. Simply I will multiply it by 1 lakh, right? So this is the meaning of the generating set. So that set contains some vectors which are of W only, but with the help of that vectors you will be able to generate all the vectors of W. Let us see one more example. Now we will move towards R3 and I will take my W to be a plane passing through origin. Okay, and I will call it as some x plus y is equal to 0. Now if you simplify it further, this can be written as y is equal to minus x, right? So x comma y comma z, and this is equal to if I put y is equal to minus x, it will be x comma minus x comma z such that x and z belongs to R. And if I simplify it further, this will be equal to, so if I take that x out, it will be 1 minus 1 0 plus, if I take that z out, it will be 0 comma 0 1 over here, such that this x and z belongs to R. Now take a note here, these two vectors are important to us now, which are nothing but what? This 1 minus 1 0 and 0 0 1. Now this calculation part we are going to study in detail later on, how to do it, and we are going to go through a lot of examples in future. But right now just try to understand, try to pick one element of W. Let me say if I pick, remember what is the speciality of elements of W? In the previous example the speciality was the x coordinate and y coordinate both were same. Now in the second example, what is our speciality? The sum of first two coordinates should be 0. So, and there is no restriction on z coordinate. So let me say, if I choose my first coordinate to be 10, so it is a compulsion for us to choose the second coordinate to be minus 10, because sum of first two coordinates should be 0, and the third coordinate can be chosen by your choice. So I take it to be 2. So this is the element of w now. Now what we can do is, we can generate this element by using simply these two elements. And how we can generate them, just think for a while. So if I multiply this element by 10, let us say, so what I will get, I will multiply that element by 10. So 10, 1, minus 1, 0 as it is, plus, and I will multiply this element by what? 2, right? Because I want z coordinate to be 2 here. So 2, 0, 0, 1. And if you simplify it, you will get exactly that element, that is 10, minus 10 and 2. So what we can do is, now this is not possible only for this element. So if you take any element of w, still you will be able to generate that element by using these two elements. So by using these two elements means what? By taking certain linear combination of these two elements. Now in the previous example there was only one element, so we were taking scalar multiple of that element, that is the vector 1 comma 1. But in this case our set is containing two vectors, so we will take the linear combination of that two vectors. So as you can see, I have chosen my scalars to be 10 and 2, and actually this is nothing but the linear combination of these two vectors, right? And by doing certain calculations I got this vector. Okay, so this set actually generates our w. Okay, so this is the meaning of the generating set. Now let us try to understand what does the definition say. Let V be a vector space over R and W be a subspace of V. So we are interested in finding generating set of W, or you can say we are interested in checking when this set S will be a generating set of W. Okay, so first of all, that set S should be a subset of V, that is very obvious, but more important thing is that S should be a subset of W, because we are finding generating set of W, or you can say we are checking whether this set S is a generating set of W or not. So actually you are given a vector space V, you are having one subspace W which is sitting inside the vector space, you are having certain set S. Now when this set S will be a generating set of W if W is the smallest subspace of V containing S. Meaning if you take any other subspace containing S, then that subspace should be bigger than this W. Or you can say, if we take any other subspace containing the set S, this W should be smaller than that. And that is exactly said by this second condition. Okay, as you can see here, W is said to be generated by set S if the smallest vector space containing S is W, and the meaning of this statement is, if you are not getting this statement is equivalent to these two conditions. So the first thing is S should be a subset of W. If S is not a subset of W, then that subset naturally will not be a generating set of W. Okay, and the second thing is, if you take any other subspace obviously containing S, then that subspace U should be bigger than W, or you can say the subspace W should be smaller than that subspace U. Okay, as you can see over here in this example, now our vector space was R2. Okay, our subspace was line passing through origin, in fact the line y is equal to x, Now try to think of all subspaces of R2. The subspaces of R2 are R2 itself, line passing through origin, and the third one is singleton 0. Now as we are concluding that this set is the generating set of W. So my question is there any other subspace of R2 which is smaller than W but containing this vector 1 comma 1? Remember, W is already a line, so I want a subspace of R2 which is smaller than line. So do you have any subspace of R2 which is smaller than line? Whenever I say smaller, it means it should be a subset of W. So do you have any other subspace of R2 which is a subset of W and which is containing the point 1 comma 1? No chance, because the subspace smaller to this line will be this point only, that is the 0 comma 0. So there is no other subspace of R2 which is smaller than W and containing this point S. Thus we can conclude that this W is the smallest subspace of R2 containing S, and therefore the vector subspace W is generated by this set S. Similar will happen in the case of second example as well. Now whatever this generating set is there, we are using some notation, right, in order to denote that. So whenever this S is a generating set of W, we denote it somewhat like this: W is generated by S. So in this case, for this particular example, what we can say here, this W is generated by what? Okay, S. And where what is our S? Our S is nothing but containing the vector 1 comma 1. Similarly, in the second example as well, this W is generated by S, and where this S is containing two vectors, that is 1 minus 1 0 and 0 0 1. So in future we are going to see plenty of examples of vector space, subspaces and their generating sets. So we will stop here for today. Thank you.